Hey everyone, welcome to Birds of a Feather. Before you run out to needlessly buy another printer, try our fix on how to clean printer heads first. Over the last few days, our printer has been printing really badly and then printing blank pages. Not a good thing when you need it for your next craft project. Our printer has stopped working, so we're going to attempt to clean the printer heads here. We've got the unit open, and as you can see, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to flush them out. What we have here is some Windex. We've just heated up in the microwave. We've got a glue syringe here, and it's attached to a piece of hosing that fits snugly over the printer head. We're going to cut some blotter paper to put underneath. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just going to cut that, and we're going to put it like right in here just to catch the liquid. If you still have cartridges that have ink in them, be sure to wrap them in plastic wrap like I've done here. I've just taken them and wrapped them up, and 3 of them are still good as far as we know, and possibly even the black. So we're going to put the black in and just test it, and if not, we're going to replace it with a fresh black cartridge. So in order to do this, I forgot to mention that you're going to have to slide the unit over, so that's what we did.
To get the print heads to move over so that they slide, you have 2 choices. One, start a print job, then unplug your printer from the back, and this will stop out in the middle somewhere, and then it slides. Or ours wouldn't work because the black was out. It wouldn't even start. So we had to pick the option to change the print heads, which then brought this out, and now it's mobile. And we still unplugged it just to be safe.
And there are the printer heads right there. When you're putting in the paper towel to act as the blotter, you have to make sure that you're coming out the other end here to catch any drips. So then you have to carefully move it back so you can open up this lid here to access it. And there you go. We're ready to insert and get some liquid in there.
So we've got our liquid Windex, just ammonia glass cleaner.
And it's just warmed up.
Warmed up a little bit. And we're going to suck some up in this tube like that.
2 mils.
This little bit of color at the end, we just fit the tube over one of the nozzles, and that's how much ink came out just on the hose.
Okay. Got 2 mils there?
Yeah, we had about 2, plus what's in the hose. Okay. We're going to start with the first one. Push that on tight. And then you can very, very gently, you can see it moving, the bubbles in the end. We're just going to very gently go forwards and back. Oh, there's not really any color coming off this one.
So we're just squeezing it in and out there. Hopefully that's flushing it a little. It's foaming up.
Yeah. Okay. Lift this off. I just want to dab up a bit of that. So I'm going to dab up a bit of that loose ink. There. Okay, now we're going to close it. We're going to slide over and see what came out the bottom. There we go. Look how much came out of that one. Wow. That was all dirty ink in the print head.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to slide this over a little further and get a clean piece going for the next?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go like that. Just slide this over a bit.
Okay, don't get your hands in there.
And we're going to move this over again. Just to here. We can't open it unless we bring it over to here on our model. Okay, that's the blue one down. Now we're going to
do
again.
That yellow one there. Aren't we supposed to let it soak a while though?
You can, but we'll see how it works. If it really is really clogged up, you can actually leave it hooked on to one of the... You could leave it on one of the print heads, the one that's the worst. Okay, out of our set, the red was bad and the black wouldn't work at all. So,
but you might as well do them all.
Oh, we're going to do them all. I'm just saying, well, look at the yellow coming out of there. Yeah, but I'm just saying those were the worst ones. This is just flushing it back and forth a little bit. See, it's almost all through now.
Mm-hmm. I think we're going to have to change the blotter paper after this one.
Or unless we can slide it further. Okay. Done.
Okay.
Let's slide this over, close that, slide it over. Wow. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Let's slide this out.
Okay, let's get another blotter paper. So we're about to start the other two, and as you can see, we've got a fresh piece of paper in here, and it's coming out the other side here, and now we're going to flush out the other two. So once again, we're going to get some of our liquid in the syringe and flush it out.
This time I have a glove on. I realize you don't want ink on your hands.
Yeah, it's pretty messy.
So you push the syringe all the way to the bottom, put your hose down, and then suck up a couple mil.
Should suck up about 2 mils each time you do this. You're getting air, hun.
Yep.
Here, let me hold this down for you.
Okay, hold on. Make sure that's on tight. Make sure this is all the way to the bottom. Make sure that's in the liquid. And then pull up.
You don't want air.
Oh, there we go. The tube is full. And there's 2 mils in here. That's a lot. We're going to put on the red one. And you can even, if you're not in a hurry, like we know our red one was the worst one, you can just let it even sit for a minute. This warm ammonia liquid is sitting on the print head, loosening. You can give it just a little squeeze if you want. Push a little bit in there, you can let it sit. Worst comes to worst, if you do this and then you still find one of them is not working, you could actually do this setup like this, and then leave this sitting overnight with this liquid just sitting on the print head, loosening it if it's really, really hard. See, look at the color coming out of there.
Oh yeah, you can really see the red. So we're just squeezing the syringe in and out to flush it.
Trying to go forward and back with the liquid. You could just push the liquid straight through, but it's nice to move it forward and back and rinse it properly.
Fingers crossed this loosens whatever clog there was, and we're going to be able to print again.
Okay. Take a little scrap piece. We're just going to clean up the little excess that's sitting there. That's not wet. Okay, let's see how the paper works. We're going to close this and slide it over. Wow. It's a real mess.
So now we're going to move it along to a fresh piece. We're just going to gently pull this.
That's why I'm wearing a glove now. I got some of this ink on my hands. Okay, there we got some fresh material there. We're going to open that. We're going to do our last
Okay, last one.
So we need to press this all the way down. So this is at the bottom. Make sure that's in the liquid. Slowly pull it up. So you're getting liquid. There, you got a couple mils in here, plus you have lots in here. Okay, last one.
Make sure it's tightly on that nozzle.
Yep, this hose just happens to fit. You would have to check your own nozzle to see what hose fits. And this is just a roll of hose from the hardware store. You can buy flexible, clear tubing in the plumbing department usually.
Now, was this the other one that was giving us trouble?
Well, we're not sure if it was the print head or the cartridge was old and dried up. It was only 6 months old, but it refused to work, so.
You think we should give the black another flush for good measure?
We could do two. You could do another flush on all of them if you wanted. If you look here, look at the black coming out the side here. Can you see this?
Yeah.
That's old dried up black ink. There. Lift this off. Dry this up a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to close this lid, slide this over, lift this out, and you can see how much ink it's pulled out.
Wow. Tons of ink.
Garbage. Okay. I'm just going to take a little bit of paper towel and just make sure it's dry under here. In case a little bit leak through.
So, are we just going to let that sit and dry out and then try the
Yep.
inks again?
I would just open this up. I'm going to... They look an awful lot better. They're pretty clean looking now.
Okay. Do we want to try the black one more time just to be sure?
If you'd like to.
Because that's the one that was giving us the most trouble.
Okay, the red and black.
We're going to do the black and the red just one more time. This is the second cleaning we've done on the red, and as you can see, there's very little coming out. So I think we did a pretty good job the first time, but we're just going to go ahead and do the black again because that seems to be the one that's giving us the most trouble. Before I pop this in, I got this off of Amazon. I'm just going to make sure that it's not expired. I've checked the date. We've got a couple of years here, so we're good to go.
I always work over some plastic or paper towels just in case something leaks. You have no idea. Check the number, make sure it's the right cartridge.
It is.
Epsom 126, black for our printer. It says on here, pull here. So we pull this off.
Okay.
That's it. And
Then
now
pop it back in.
we're going to push this back into place. Tight. That's closed down. Close this up. Checking the ink cartridges. Let's hope it's going to work this time.
Fingers crossed it's going to sense it. Please wait. I need some elevator music now.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do. Okay, that's my bad imitation of elevator music. This is like watching paint dry. Okay, we'll be back when we've done a test print. Yep.
Okay, we went to the setup on our printer. We're first going to check the ink levels. Our black is full and our three colors are half full. Okay, so we're going to go to maintenance. We're going to do nozzle check. And we have paper in the printer. You can either pick black and white or color. Color will do all the colors. So we're going to do a check. And this will take a couple minutes. And it will print a pattern. And we'll see if it comes out all right. Oh, that was quick.
No, nothing. Nothing printed.
Oh, we got nothing.
That wasn't good. That was even worse than I expected.
Okay. We're going to push clean the print head. Proceed.
All colors.
Okay, let's see what happens this time.
Here we go. Perfect printing. Look at that. That did the trick. So there you go, guys. If your printer is not working and it's spitting out blank pages, that's the solution. By the way, guys, I'm sure it didn't escape you how dusty our printer was when we were doing this project. So I just want to show you, whoops, that you can get these attachments for keyboards. They're just small here. I've got it on a hose, and when you turn it on and you vacuum away, which I won't do because it's very noisy, it's the perfect strength for getting dust off electronic equipment like the printer. It's looking much better now. Not only does it work, but it looks good too.